FM 96.7 locally and is heard worldwide on fitfmja.com. Our mission is to amplify diverse voices and opinions, inform, educate, entertain, and engage listeners of all ages and lifestyle while promoting responsible community development. Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music.
Are you struggling with loneliness? Feeling depressed? Are you searching for a purpose to live? Are you ready to tap into your inner greatness? Ready to soar to your full potential? Come and be inspired. Join me, Dr. Asha Mwendo, on Healing Moment inside Gospel and Soul every Wednesday, 6 p.m., where we will help you to understand your purpose. We will help you to find your wind. We'll show you how to open your wings and fly. Healing Moments, Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music. Good evening, my listeners. How are you this evening? You know, it's your girl, Dr. Asha Mwendo, coming to you live from the studios of Fit FM. And you're now listening to Healing Moments. And we're lined up to have a wonderful time with you this evening. So, you know, as usual, Healing Moments join with the call for elimination of violence against our women and our girls. A matter of fact, we could just cut out all violence, no? Well, go on. And you know, we always wanted to join the conversation with us. And so you can be part of the conversation at 876-478-9144 or 876-317-1991. I have my guest this evening. Is no stranger. He's been here before, so this is part 2. And it's Mr. Herbert Downey. And we call him Mr. Fitness. Everybody knows him as Mr. Fitness. And this evening, we were talking about physical fitness and you know, what you need to know, how does it help you and all of that. But you know, before we get into the drill of things, you are going to get your pen, get your sip, tell a friend, listen to this bit of music until we come right back.
Need you, my heart's on fire. Come to me, wild. Ooh, you come to me, give me everything I need. give you a lifetime of promises in a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. Ooh, and it can be wrong. Take my heart and make it stronger now. Ooh, you're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Yeah, yeah. Better than anyone. Anyone that I've ever met. Stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Baby, I would rather be dead. In your heart, sister, every night and every day. In your arms, I get lost, I get washed away. Just as long as I have you here inside my arms, I can feel it now. Ooh, you're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Yeah, yeah. Better than anyone. Anyone that I've ever met. Ooh, stuck on your
Welcome back. And as you know, you are listening to Healing Moments on Fit FM 96.7. And I am your host, Dr. Asha Mwendo. So at the top of my Let's Talk, I'm going to start off where normally would end Let's Talk. So I'm reminding you that our farmers market in Runaway Bay at Amifitelu is still on, and they're inviting you to come out. Tomorrow is going to be awesome. Come and support. There are still booth spaces and lots of things to buy. If you want more information, contact Jennifer at 876-853-4455. And down in Westmoreland, Dave Gale is still building that house for the blind family, and they still need your support. So you can find Dave on all social media platform as Dave Gale, and you can link him up. He still have CDs, and so therefore you have no excuse not to support. So please contact him and support a good cause. You will not be disappointed. Some time ago, I had a young lady on from St. Elizabeth. She was the teacher of the LASCO Teacher of the Year once, and we partnered in supporting a family that she was, taking care of. And she did great effort. And I must tell you, I commend her because the family moved into their brand new house this week. And it was handed over by the Prime Minister. So when we have a cause and we work to support each other, we go home, we go to sleep, we wake up feeling awesome because we have made someone else's life better than we found it. And so that is good news. I felt so good. I couldn't join them when I got the invitation, but I made sure I got all the pictures and all the videos and everything. It was an awesome, awesome evening. And the family is very excited. And so for my Let's Talk this evening, I'm going to continue talking about what we're going to talk about this evening. So I'm just going to give you a few little information at the top of the hat, and then we'll get into the matter. So for Let's Talk, I wanted to know, exercise is any form of physical movement you do. Normally we used to feel if we don't go to the gym or we don't run or that, we are not exercising. I, for one, don't run. So I normally tell people, if you see me running, don't pay attention to me. Look for the person who is running me down and catch them. Because that means if I'm running, someone is running after me. That's that. But I will walk and I will swim and I'll do all the other form of exercise that I can. the ones I can manage, that is. And I believe, from my personal belief, I believe walking is one of the best forms of exercise because you use up all of the body to walk. Maybe riding a bicycle would do as well, but as I can't ride a bicycle, you know, I got ready until I can afford a stationary one or Mr. Fitness donate me one, I will go and walk. You know, and maybe I need to do a trade-off with Mr. Fitness because I have a good machine at home that they say I'm not supposed to use, and I don't like it because it don't have any seat. So maybe I need to give him give me one in bicycle. Maybe we need to talk a trade-off because mine is in excellent condition, you know, and it's only used by one person. So it is in good shape. And so one of the things I want to point out before we go into the conversation this evening is that our body is made up of systems. And you know, in everywhere in life, you have systems. And I'm going to mention 12 systems this evening that our body is made up of. So you just go thinking what's happening in your system, right? Because of the system. So you have a digestive and excretory system. We have our circulatory system. We have our endocrine system, our integumentary system, immune and lymphatic system, our muscular system, nervous system, renal and urinary, respiratory, reproductive, skeletal, and hemopatic. And guess what? All of these systems are impacted by our exercising in different ways. And so hopefully this evening when we have our conversation, some of it will come out. But I want one of my bright listeners to text in on any of the platforms you're on. We will see it and tell us which of the systems we use up the most to enhance our ability to exercise, the system you use to make it possible for you to exercise. What system is that? What system? I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to give no hint. So I'm going to see who is going to give us the first hint of which system helps to do everything when it comes to physical movement and exercise. Which of the system we must have working to even think of doing that, right? It says our entire body has a coordinated, integrated way that allows us to maintain optimal health. One single bout of exercise impacts the entire body system. Some of the impacts are nerve stimulation, increased brain stimulation, release of endorphins and serotonin. So it makes you happy and makes you feel good, right? And only three effects of exercise I'm going to tell you this evening are muscle fibers contract and release, heart pumps more rapidly, lung works harder to get oxygen in the body. And I can think of one thing that most people enjoy doing that does all of that. And more. Somebody say, and more. And you all know what I like to talk about already. It's a 3-letter word. Start with S, end with X. I don't know what comes in between. The World Health Organization states that approximately 3.2 million deaths each year is related to insufficient physical activity. Inactivity is one of the 10 leading factors of death worldwide. Several studies have shown that those taking part in regular physical activity have an increased chance of living longer. So, are you physically active? Are you moving? My guest and I will be talking more on this. So stay tuned. Right after this little bit of music, my guest and I will be back. Someone wants to know if you are sexually active. That will help too.
Oh, Caroline, sweet Caroline, oh baby, where it began, I can begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring became a summer. Who would believe that you'd come along? Oh, hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, the times never seem so good, and I've been inclined to believe the never would. Now I look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with just us two. When I heard all the hurting ones off my shoulders, how can I hurt when I'm holding you? Warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, the times never seem so good, and I've been inclined to believe they never would. Oh Lord, no. Oh Caroline.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. As I told you this evening, my guest is Mr. Fitness, Sir Herbert Downey, and he was here with us on the 11th of May, I think it was. And so we promised that he would be coming back, and he's back with us this evening. So I'm going to give him a chance to tell you good evening and anything else he wants to tell you about himself that he didn't tell you the last time. Welcome, Sir Fitness. Well, go on.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure. Pleasure to be here. It's an honor as well, because the collaboration has been going great, and we're moving in a positive and progressive direction. People reach out to me after the last interview, and after the last show, and they were saying, a lot of things, because a lot of people are tuning in now to the workout programs, and some people are saying that they find it. One lady said when she works out, sometimes she gets a bit nauseous and not feeling right. Sometimes she has to stop her workout. So I explained to her that she needs to try and have something before she works out, at least 2 hours before. Because sometimes the body, as what you said, Dr. Asha, the system has to function effectively.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you're trying to let the system function in a way that it's not supposed to, you get like a confusion.
Yes.
And you find that things are moving from one place to the other place, and the other place not getting it, and so forth. So that's what caused it. So I've explained to her to try and have something, like even just have something a small meal 2 hours before, or even just make a shake or some oats, because there's oats is slow release energy, so that will sustain our workout as well. So I explained to her, and so what people do sometimes, they jump out of their bed and they work out, and the body sometimes doesn't get the message, as what you're saying, Dr. Asher, about nervous system. The body, you need to let the body know what's coming next. You can't jump out. Have you ever, your alarm goes off and you jump up and it's like you're still in bed?
Yes.
Because everybody is not coordinated. Nobody, part of you is still sleeping.
Of course. Of course. That's why I never use an alarm to wake up.
Yes. And I just want to shout out to my wife, Juliet, and got the grandkids there tonight, and my son, we connected today, and he said, Dad, I'm going to tune in tonight. They're still in the UK, Michael, Aliyah, Amaya, Amy, and Nathan, Juliet, they said, my wife was saying, make sure when you go, you explain about the I said, Juliet, remember, it's not my show. But it's very important.
I give you a little privilege to explain stuff.
Yes. And the other thing a lot of people are reaching out to me about as well is they're getting confused with physical activities and workout. Or what should I eat? What should I not eat? And what should I do? What should I do right after a workout or before a workout, during a workout? To be honest, let's keep things simple.
Yes.
Because you're not going to be like an athlete that needs that certain amount of constringent set up, that means you know what to do.
Yes, and that is why,
Yeah.
just make physical exercise a part of your lifestyle.
Yes, second nature.
Yes, it's not
Yes.
an add-on, something
No,
you
no.
do every day.
Yes.
It takes discipline, but after a
Yes.
while, it is said that anything you do for over 21 days,
Yes.
you can do it for the rest of your life.
Of course. Yes.
And if you do a bad habit for 21 days, you're going to practice for the rest of your life. Why not do a good one?
Good habit. Yeah. The same thing. I've got my two new staff, Camille and Miss Tonya. They're heavily into their workout now, and sometimes they said, "Oh, what we're gonna do today? What we're gonna do today?" So I said, "All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that." So they are, because I explained to them that, remember, when people come through the door, you're ambassadors. You're representing the gym.
Yes.
So always try and keep in shape, and just at the same time you work out and practice what you preach.
Yes.
Since I've been in Jamaica, to be honest, I've never run so many classes. Sometimes people just turn up, and I said, "All right, let me put you on this, put you on that, put you on the treadmill." So we say, "Oh," and to be honest, it's frightening to know that some of the people that actually comes to the gym, and they're like 20, 21, 30. That's what age. And, it's no fault of their own. It's just the way society is nowadays. Everything is more easy you can drive anywhere. You can order your food indoors. You don't have to go anywhere and so forth. So people become very unhealthy. People spend more time on social media and so forth. Nothing is wrong with that, but there has to be a balance.
Yes.
And there has to be a downtime as well.
All right. So I just want to big up our listeners this evening so far that I'm seeing here before me. On Facebook, we have Sir Patrick. Thank you. If we're giving a prize, you would get the first prize because you're the first one I saw.
Yes.
Maybe others came on before, but you're the one I saw that came on all the way from New Jersey. Thank you for joining with us.
Brilliant.
And Alicia Armstrong, thank you for joining with us too. Yes, we see you as family girls, so you're part of the good family as well. And for all the others, I see we have a number of persons on, and I'm quite sure we have others on the other platforms or YouTube and all the other pages. We are saying to you, we're glad you're joining with us. If you have a question, please link us in. Remember, no, I haven't gotten an answer yet to which system do we use the most in our exercise. And I'm not going to repeat the systems that I gave before. So you're going to have to try to figure out now which system we use. If you don't get it right, I will tell you later on. I see Elaine here is saying to us here, she's in New Jersey as well. Oh, great. Good girls. Good to have you, Armstrong, in New Jersey as well. Beautiful. And so remember now, share to your friends and let them know it's time to come on.
Yes.
So, Mr. Fitness, one of the things I want to talk, as you know, persons are having concern about how they exercise, how they shouldn't exercise. One of the things I want us to talk about first is, why do I need to exercise in this hot weather?
Yes.
How do I exercise in this hot weather? I'm not going to drop down. I can barely walk in this hot weather. So how do we exercise in this hot weather? What do we need to do to maintain our not feeling ill as that lady does, which it is possible. When she says she's not feeling well, it's possible because she's not properly hydrated.
Yes.
It's also possible that her calcium is low.
Yes.
And what we have found was persons with low calcium sometimes tend to feel nauseous when they do physical exercise. That's something she could look into as well. Is her calcium level up? And I'm not going to go tell her no, go drink cow milk because you're no cow calf. Right? And I know they tell you all to drink milk, but I don't drink milk. I'm not a cow calf.
There's other alternatives as well,
Use alternatives. Man is the only mammal on earth, I believe, that drinks milk from the cradle to the grave. Even the calf drink milk for a while and stop and eat food, eat grass, and get all the calcium he needs from the grass to give you in milk. You can get it from nature as well. I'm not drinking milk because I am not cow calf. Argument done. So when I tell you to get your calcium, I'm not telling you to go drink milk and go say, oh, milk is not good for you. My mom didn't drink milk. And she lived and she had 4 kids. My grandfather didn't drink milk in race cow. sell milk to people,
Yes.
but he didn't drink it, and it didn't make him a less of a man.
Yes.
So nature has provided everything we need. And so therefore, I'm not going to tell you go drink milk. I'm not telling you not to drink it either if
Yes,
it's
of
your
course.
choice,
So,
right?
personal preferences.
This is your choice. However, you need to make sure you're eating right, a balanced meal. And
Yes.
your meal can be balanced and you don't kill nothing or nobody for your food, right? And a friend of mine, I know, he is down there in Hanover. Theo, I can call his name. Theo said when he came to Jamaica, because he was born in Panama of Jamaican parentage, but when he came to Jamaica, he realized persons, because he was eating meat up until when he got here. But then he goes to visit friends and they hear them call the cow and goat John and whatever names they call
Yes,
them.
yes.
And then when he don't see the pet and he asks about the pet, you hear that it was for Sunday dinner. So he could no longer eat the pets.
Mhm.
So he stopped eating meat.
Yes.
Then he said one day he was going to Kingston, driving behind a truck, and he saw the poor little chickens in the cages going off to the slaughter. And so he could no longer eat chickens.
Chicken,
And
yeah.
then he decided he would not eat anything that looks back at him. So he just started to become vegetarian. It's an awesome vegetarian that will not have your rice and peas unless you get fried plantain with it.
Okay.
And so we all have our quirks,
Of
but you
course.
can have a complete balanced lifestyle just eating from nature. Believe me, it's possible. It is possible, and it don't have to be as expensive as they make it out to be either. It can be do. So we're going back to talking about exercising and keeping hydrated.
Yes.
And this hot time. Talk to us, Patrick. You're me calling you Patrick. I keep on calling him Patrick. You're
That's
kind
okay.
of for that man, you know. Yes. He's like a Patrick. Okay, man. Mr. Fitness.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
One of the main important things people have to realize when they're embarking on any workout regime is comfort.
Yeah.
Clothing, space. Yeah. Just move things around. That means you don't bump it. That's why when I've got my programs on, I always tell people to comfortable clothing, water to keep you hydrated, and clear your surrounding. That means you're not bumping into things and so forth, because we don't want an accident to talk that we put you out.
Let's go back to comfortable clothing
Yes.
a little bit.
Yes.
I believe, tell me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
that when I'm going to exercise, I need to put on tight clothes if I want to lose weight.
No. That's misinformation. You know,
Oh?
to be honest, when you're working out, all you need is, first of all, you need something comfortable. Would it be because, like Juliet, you don't mind me saying anyway, when Juliet is working out, she like baggy clothes, big
Yes.
t-shirt. She takes some my t-shirt. She needs, because you need to move, and when you move, you don't feel restricted,
Right.
and you don't want, and some of the clothing that you wear as well, these new fashion and so forth, they're restricting, and the apparel, the material itself may not allow the body to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Because don't forget, you excrete water and sweat and so
Yes.
forth, and you need that to be taken away from the body. Some people like the water to be on them because it actually cools them down. But it's all about comfort, hydration. You know, keep hydrated throughout your workout. Drink your water, but don't have it in gulps.
Right.
Sips and sips. You know, and so forth. And just pace yourself. If you're working out with like a family friend or friend or anybody, like a partner or something like that, don't try and match them. Do what you can. If you find that you find out that you're becoming a very uncomfortable, you're breathing and so forth, it's all right for you to take it back a bit. Because I always say to people when I'm in the gym as well, when I'm working out people, I'm working out a group of people. Some people are advanced, some people are intermediate, some people are starters. So what we try and do, we say, like, when I'm working out or my teacher's a class, I walk around my class. If I see somebody kind of lagging behind, I said, oh, you don't have to stop. Don't stop at all, because when you stop, it's harder for you to start.
Yes.
So just keep moving. If we said jump in, Jack, and you can only just marching on the spot, do that, because you're still working out. There's no format. There's no special format for weight loss or working out. Once you're exerting your body and you're firing up the system and so forth, it will happen.
Yes.
So if you see somebody doing something which is acrobatic, don't try doing that. Just stay within your, I'm not saying you mustn't be adventurous.
Yes.
Yeah, but at the same time, be safe.
Yes,
And that's
be
the
safe.
ultimate. Yeah, it's got to be safe.
And to be honest,
Yes.
you see somebody doing an acrobatic carrying on.
Yes.
They have been practicing for a while that they
Most
can come
times,
up
of
before
course.
you know
Yes.
they can do that.
Yes.
They just don't start doing it overnight.
Yes.
So you kind of follow fashion and get yourself into trouble.
Yeah.
You know, as my grandmother say, follow fashion. I go again. They have one little, remember that one? Remember, come on.
Yeah. Yes.
Follow fashion puppy dog never good soup
So,
or
yes,
something
something
like that.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, just do you at the pace you can manage.
Yes.
So you said we are to keep ourselves hydrated.
Yes.
So let's look a little bit back at the hydration.
Yes.
So am I to drink a lot of energy drink
Not necessarily.
for me to be able to work out?
No. You see, most time when people working out, you just need to replace water.
Mm-hmm.
And when you finish working out, then you replace. You can make your own energy drink,
Mm-hmm.
or if you have energy drink at hand, you can use that. But what you're trying to do when you finish your workout, let's start on the stage. When you're working out, you're exerting the body. Your fire system is fired up, everything, exertion and so forth. Then you start to sweat. Water start to leave the body.
Yes.
Then you have to replace those electrolytes and so forth after you finish.
After you finish.
But for a normal person working out, water is fine. But
Yes.
water is fine. Water is fine. And try. I've kind of cut away now from cold water, room temperature, water, because the body reacts better to room temperature water than the cold water. I still have cold water because sometimes your body need it.
But sometimes your body need that
Yeah.
extra oomph.
Yes.
But one of the things for me with energy drink is that most, if not all, I won't say all because I don't know,
Yes.
and I have not researched it,
Yes.
but most energy drinks have caffeine.
Caffeine. Yes.
And it is advised that during the summertime,
Yes.
if you want to keep hydrated, you
Yes.
reduce caffeine
Yes, of course.
and alcohol in your system
Yes.
because the caffeine itself pulls fluid.
Fluid, yes, and the caffeine as well. It keeps you. People say it keeps you alert, but drink your water. Focus on if you're gonna do your workout. Because I used to say to Juliet, she said, "Oh, I've missed my workout," because I said, "Darling, do me a favor. When you're gonna do your workout, set your clock. Set
Yes.
your time.
Yes.
If it's gonna be 6 p.m.
Mhm.
or 6 a.m. or whatever, set your time. That means when that time goes, you're committed.
Yes.
Don't wait to say, all right, I'm going to do it next half an hour. I'm going to do it next half an hour. I'm going to do it next 10 minutes, because there's always something there to rob you of your time.
Yeah.
Especially the function in the house.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So set your alarm. The alarm goes, you say, all right, that's it. If the place is burned down, I call fire brigade. I'm going to do my workout.
Yes. Have a commitment.
You understand
And you
me?
see, one of the things I am guilty of that,
Yeah.
in that I will commit in my mind to say I'm going to do this for me
Yes.
at this time,
Yes.
and then I put somebody else's desires and needs and circumstances ahead of myself
Yes.
and miss taking care of me. We need to stop that.
Well, Dr. Asher, to be honest, it's the type of person you are. Remember, you're a very compassionate person. You're a people person.
Yes,
And
but
but sometimes it's very hard for you, like yourself now, because if you're gonna do a workout and there's a drama somewhere and you
Yeah.
can help, you're not gonna say, something. Do that later on, I'm gonna do my workout. You're not gonna say that.
no, and it's hard.
It's hard.
But I'm trying to teach myself
Set
that
it back.
I must, because I will have my set time. So
Yes.
in the mornings, I have a set time to do things.
Yes, yes.
So I start my day very early in the morning. So I
Yes.
go to my bed very early at evenings.
Yes.
So when you're sending me your messages after 9 o'clock and you sit down responding in the morning, I got on my bed.
Yes.
Right? So I have set times to do stuff.
Yes.
So when I miss a time for something, it's kind of hard for me to go fit it back into my
Yes.
day.
Yes.
And for me, I don't like to exercise in the middle of the day or so.
No, it's too hot.
It's too hot.
Too hot.
So sometimes, no, like for myself, I will start off my morning. I do my devotion for my personal self.
Yes.
Then I do intercession for others.
Yes.
And then sometimes the time I set to do my workout,
Mhm.
somebody know that I'm up already because I send out the devotionals, because
Yes,
I send devotionals out every morning. And then I pray for everybody I send devotionals
Yes.
to every morning. So if you get a devotion from me,
Yes.
you know you pray up.
Yes.
Right?
Fully loaded.
Fully loaded for the day.
Yes.
And so then now somebody might say to me, send me a quick message. I can't call you right now. I want to talk to you about something. And then by I finish talking, because they want to talk before they go to work or get on with the rest of their lives. They're having challenges. One lady, she called me one morning, she have one bad picnic and she want to talk about the picnic right now. But it's not her child. She take the child to try to help out the child to make the child better, but she didn't know what she was taking on. The challenges is much more than she would have expected, and it is now impacting the rest of her family. And so she was trying, what do I do? Well, my advice is give the picnic to parents and support them as best as you can, but don't do it until school give holiday. Send the child for holiday. Maybe the child go home and see what home is going to be like over the holidays. Come back, behave better after the holidays, so you have a better child. But do something. So you have that person call, and then you have 3, 4, 5 persons call. Before I know it, I can't do work on them because I have an appointment.
That slot is gone.
And that slot is gone. So what I'm saying to us now, everybody fire will put out, even if you don't bring the water.
Yes. You just have to like I was saying to Dr. Asher, if you set your alarm, whether it be clock, timer, or whatever. Once that goes, you know that you're committed. It's almost like you're gonna meet a bus or a train or something. You can't turn your back on that time. So what Juliet does, and it works for her. She gets all her workout clothes ready, put them down. You can't go near them, No. She put them on in a certain order as well. Put them down, and once that time goes, that's it. And if you want her to do anything, that's going to be after a workout. Because you have to, people have to start claiming back the time for themselves. Because everybody's trying to come and get some of your time. Me want to talk to you about this. Me want to show you this. Me want to tell you this and so forth. Have a look at this. Let me know your response. Let me know your feedback. Let me know your opinion and so forth.
And commit. Commit.
That's the other thing.
For me, I tell myself that I must start purposely, on purpose, for purpose, commit to myself in the mornings to work out. Because I have found out something very important about exercise that I'm going to share with my listeners now. And people, you know how I do my program already. We do it that you learn and you have the stories to match that you can remember.
Of course.
So I for myself, I realized starting to work out, getting your body to to a rhythm, and then you stop. The weight is ungrateful.
When it come out with a vengeance.
Forever to go. But it just one door open to jump in.
Especially.
So you find yourself, you might not even show it, but you realize you start to feel a little heavier. Because the body is now going back to where it is coming from. And the body say, but I want to lose this. Maybe keep it. And as we're going to go down to talk about diet and exercise, one of the things, a lot of people walking around talking about, I can't lose weight because my metabolism is slow. And I have to find ways to speed up my metabolism. One of the things why some of us don't lose weight, and I learned that years ago when a doctor said to me, he told me that my genetic makeup is that I will be thicker than most people. So don't try to be slim like I was when I was.
So it's like a DNA. Your DNA,
So there's a genetic makeup. So you have to work twice as hard to maintain a certain kind of weight. But other than that, my diet is poor in that I eat good food, but I don't have good eating habits, and I do not have time set for my eating. I don't have a regular timing. So I eat when I can, or most evenings I'll have dinner. Nobody now guess why I may have dinner most evenings. But most evenings I have dinner because my husband cooks and he brings the plate of food to you.
So it's been served.
So you put it down there. So even if I'm on Zoom, and bring the plate of food put alongside. So you're going to either have to stop and eat or it's going to get cold. And so you eat. Because for me, if I don't eat after a certain time, I'm not going to eat again. I'm going to just drink a cup of tea and say, okay, tomorrow I'll make up for it. No makeup, no go. So what the body does, and this is why some of us ladies, mostly, and maybe it happen to the men them too, but I'm
Yes.
talking about ladies,
Yes.
you can't talk about the man
Of
them.
course.
Right. Some of us ladies don't lose weight because we don't have a regular set time for eating. And when the body gets some food, it says to itself,
Hold on to it.
body, you get food, hold on to it because you're not so
Yes.
sure when you're going to get more, and
Yes.
you need food for the systems to work.
Yes.
And so it converts the food to what it can use to keep it, and it normally is fat. And
Yes.
then no, it plans to use back the fat for energy to keep itself alive.
Yes. The muscle functions.
And
Yes.
so to keep your muscle functions and
Yes.
everything going, so the
Yes.
body holds the fat that it have what to draw back from to keep you alive. So a lot of us walking around with slow metabolic system, as we normally like to say, change your diet. Get regularized with the way you
Yes.
eat and eat
Yes.
on time. Set your timing for your
Yes.
eating. And doing that alone with little physical exercise, and you'll be surprised at what starts happening in your body and how you start to losing weight. And of course, take your muscadine.
Yes.
Yes. And I find
Yes.
taking my muscadine, you know, I don't know about Julia, but taking my muscadine in the mornings, it's easier for me to work out. It keeps me going longer, and I don't have food cravings.
Okay, that's good. That has to be
Because
good.
I have a sweet tooth
Mhm.
that I try to starve most of the time. Yeah, but I have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
And so I don't have the cravings, because before muscadine, I used to crave the things, even if I don't give my body, but I still crave it. You
Yes.
still feel for it.
Yes.
And then sometimes you have to compensate by giving your body something
Something
else,
else.
right?
Yes.
And so sometimes there's something else you want to give your body to make up for that. The timing is not right, Julia, because you're on the road or the smudding on the way there or whatever.
Mhm.
So, you know, the time is not right. Right. So therefore, take your muscadine,
Yes.
do your workout, and you
Exactly.
can't go
Oh,
wrong,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So one of the things we also want persons to understand, Mr. Fitness,
Yes.
tell the people, do I have to do 10 jumping jacks, do my bicycle to say that I exercise?
No, not really. You see, it's all about working smart and not working out hard. Working out smart and not working out.
Mhm.
Workout, you see, workout is straightforward. It's
Mhm.
about body exertion,
Mhm.
burning calories, and so forth. But as what you say, Dr. Asham, you see, the body is is a technical image. It's
Mhm.
technical status or whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
So the body, if as what you said, people need to start eating on time and eat the right stuff.
Eat the right stuff.
Because if you're eating on time and you're eating the right stuff, your body will utilize what you eat for the function of the nervous system and the muscles and so forth. Then you give it more, so it won't have to hold on to anything. But if you're
Right.
starving the body is going to say, I don't know where I'm going to get some more food. So you
Mhm.
know something, may I hold on to this and distribute
Yes.
it. Because what the body is looking at, you have the muscle nervous system,
Mhm.
you have the nervous system, then you have the muscle, all that sort of thing. You need that, the body need that to function, move blood from here to there and so forth, and the whole of everything. I don't want to get too technical because I don't understand it either. But the main important thing with people is eat right time and eat clean food. Stay away from refined sugars, stay away from refined things, canned things, anything that's processed, because most of those things got preservatives inside them.
Yes.
And the reason why they have the preservatives for them to stay longer
Longer.
and so forth. And if you can eat fresh things as well. And in terms of carbohydrate, people sometimes get this thing mixed up because a lot of people send me, especially ladies, send me messages and so forth about carbohydrate. You got two forms of carbohydrate. You got simple carbohydrate and you got complex carbohydrate.
Mhm.
The simple one is mainly like sugar, anything that's processed.
Refined and processed. Yeah.
Process, yeah. The other ones are like the complex carbohydrate, like things, fibers and so forth,
Mhm.
fruits, vegetables, all that sort of thing. But like I said, Dr. Asha, it has to be a balance.
Yes.
Balance, and if you want to lose weight, you go in deficit with your calories.
Mm-hmm. It's true. And as you rightly point out that how we eat and what we eat makes a difference.
Yes, of course.
So as you said, you're not going to go into some of the technical things, you don't quite understand it. I won't say I understand a whole of it much better than you do,
Yeah.
but I do understand a little bit more.
Yes, yes,
So one of the things with the complex carbohydrate is that the body has to work to break it down.
yes.
So it is good
Yes.
And that's the kind of carbohydrate you need.
You need that.
So you need your yam and
Yes.
your bananas.
Sweet potato.
Don't overdo them, but your yam, your bananas, your rice, not the refined rice as
Brown,
well.
yes.
Your brown rice. And when I said brown rice, not the parboiled brownish rice,
No.
but brown rice with the trash and all of that in it.
Millets.
Millets, right? These things.
All that sort of thing you need.
These whole grains.
Yes.
Whole grain foods. The body works to break them down.
Even bulgur.
And well, bulgur is also good, but me and bulgur now is
No,
another story. I used to like bulgur
Yes.
until I started to go to Lucy Primary School.
All
I
right.
went to a number of schools because of the lifestyle of my parents.
Yes.
But when I go to Lucy Primary School, for some reason, my class, the grade 3 class, was too close to the kitchen.
All
So
right.
there's a smell that comes. I don't know.
Yes,
when you cook
it's
the
very
bulgur,
impulsive. Yes,
and that
overpowering.
smell kind of turned me off.
Mm.
So now every time I see bulgur, I remember. So I don't eat bulgur anymore.
But Dr. Asher, what you could do, you could break it slowly into your diet. But
know.
hold on, but try and season it a bit. Give it some seasoning and so forth to sort of take away that smell.
Mhm.
Because bulgur, I mean, and the thing is,
It's one of the best.
one of the best.
I can tell you, my parents, they loved bulgur.
Bulgur wheat.
Even
Yes,
when we
man.
used to, in our days when we used to go to school, we used to get free
Please get-
bulgur.
yes.
So I normally take mine home because I know my parents are gonna make good use of it,
Yes,
and my mom is gonna make all kind of baked stuff. When she bake it,
yes,
when she do the baked stuff, then I would eat that.
yes.
But when you cook it just like rice, you're turning me up because it's gonna have that smell.
Yes.
But for one of the times I thought I was going to bother with bulgur, but then I think there's so many other foods out there for me to enjoy.
Yes, ma'am.
I
Lentils,
don't really
yes.
have to bother with the bulgur.
No.
So, and that's it for me. I don't suffer myself through the things I don't like if there's alternative. I
Yes.
remember when I was pregnant and they told me, oh, we were supposed to eat this fruit name again, vegetable, slimy when you cook.
Okra.
Okra.
Yes.
And it's also eat okra that you can have the baby quicker. I said the only way I'm gonna eat it, they have to show me, oh, you go from my mouth to down there, so make the baby born quick. I'm
Yes.
not doing it. And so I didn't eat okra, but
Yeah.
my sister didn't like it either.
Mm.
And she ate okra like not because she wants to have easy baby.
Mm.
Can I tell you? She struggled, you
Struggle.
see. The okra never
But you see, the thing is, Dr. Asham, sometimes, we like our grandparents and foreparents and so forth, they look after certain things one way because I never used to like okra neither. It's slimy and I don't like it.
Mhm.
But when Juliet started to prepare it, she does it a different way. And it's like I tried a little and I said, I said, what's this? I said, okay then. It just depends. You change the way you
Yes.
prepare it.
Yes.
And
And that's good for most foods.
Yes.
Some of us, we don't like the food, but we know it's good for us.
Yes.
Experiment.
Yes, man.
Research.
Research.
And Google now can
Of
give
course.
you recipes
Yes, man.
upon recipes. There's no excuse. So Patrick, I do understand what you're saying now. When you asked me no swimming, I thought you were saying people shouldn't swim. But now I understand because I said walking is the best form of exercise, and you are saying swimming also uses up the entire body.
Swimming is
And
good.
so you are correct as well. So, and he's saying to you, not too much pork, Herbert.
No, I don't eat meat.
And he hopes some people
All right,
listen.
boss.
Okay, so Patrick, he don't eat meat at all,
Yes.
right? So, then again, I'm not sure what kind of pork you're talking about, but right. So to be honest,
Yes.
if we can reduce or remove animal flesh from our diet, we will see our body doing
Tremendous.
so
Yes,
much better.
tremendous. Yes.
Especially for persons who are going through illnesses. And I say to them, just do it for a season. And then you have some persons who say, all right, me try it until me feel better. And when I feel better, they don't go back to it, right? Then some will go back lightly. But of course, Patrick, no pork around here. We burn that thing, right? We have one rest in your own bun pork. But then again,
Patrick is all right, right?
Patrick, is she you're talking about? Not true. That ras now burn no pork.
Exactly.
But we ballad a bun pork.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, so that is important. Your diet
Yes.
weighs a lot on your physical exercise as simple as you take it.
Yes.
Because what you eat also will give you the energy.
So right.
What you eat will give you less things to take off. And there's something that just comes into my mind that a lady, one of my clients, I got her to start doing her physical exercise. I tell her to go find a gym. I don't know where she's going, but she's going somewhere. Maybe it's very much your own.
Send her down to us.
I
Please.
think she's going to you, but I won't talk about who she is because I don't want
Okay.
nobody to know who she is.
Of course,
But
discretion.
she's coming to where you're coming.
Yes.
Where are that's where we kind of tell her to go anyway.
Yes.
And she lives near down to that side, and she drives, so she can go anywhere. But she's saying to me she had severe constipation problems and other things.
Yes.
And I said to her, regular eating, so you eat on time, and also doing your exercise and drinking your fluid and eating the right kind of food, the
Yes.
fiber foods, you should start seeing that problem go away.
Yes.
And then she called me a few days ago. I think it was on Sunday. Yes, Sunday in the day. And she said to me, you can't talk now, doc. I said, sure. For you, anytime, which is not true. But she thought she was talking and she said, doc, I one thing I want to talk about, but wait, then I have to move from women because she was with her family. So she
Yes.
go one time. And
Discretion.
that's the thing about a lot of us when it comes to our excretory system,
Yes.
removing things from our stomachs,
Mhm.
going to the toilet, we are embarrassed to talk about
Mm.
it. But it is an important part of the system.
Yes.
And so she was saying, since she started doing her workout, eating on time on a regular time, she finds now that a few hours after she finished eating, she has to go to the toilet.
Yes.
Her body is emptying itself.
Yes.
So she's not
Everything
impacted
is
anymore.
functioning properly now.
The other body systems
Yes.
start to work. Our circulatory system is
Yes.
working.
Yes.
I didn't give her any medication or
No.
advise her on any special foods for the circulatory challenges she was having
Yes.
because I figured that she was having the swelling and all of that because her lymphatic system was a
Yes.
bit clogged.
Yes. Come on.
Since she started to eat
Blockage.
right and do the exercise, her lymphatic system is now flowing, and so she see the edema in her legs going down,
Very
and she's
important.
managing that very well. And so, as simple as you take it, a lot of people look at exercise as something to lose weight.
Mm-mm.
You have some people who work out every single day,
Mhm.
and then they're size 2 times me,
Yes.
but they are fitter than I
They're fitted,
am,
and the body is functioning
and their
properly.
body is functioning properly.
Yes.
They are thick-set people. I'm not saying, and they don't. When you exercise, they do not have a lot of fat around their body organs
Mm-mm. No.
because inside is slim and trim. And
Yeah.
if she go to do an X-ray, the doctor don't have no problem to find them organs
Yes.
because
Hidden around
there's
fat
no
or something.
visceral fat
visceral fat.
around the body. So these are some of the things we are finding out, right? But I want you to still tell us now, and let's talk together a little bit about the type of illnesses I would have that would make me not able to exercise, if you can think of any.
I don't think there's any, Dr. Asher, because obviously people might have problem lower or upper.
Mhm.
If you have problem lower, you do upper. Look at some people in the wheelchair, no legs,
Yeah,
and they're still exercising. They're
Yes.
still doing things and so forth. It's just a matter of you modifying things.
modifying.
Yeah. There's the lady came inside the gym the other day and I'm work out with her. She said to me, "Oh, both my knees are gone." I said, "How old are you?" She said 33. I said, "What?"
Mhm.
Anyway, as I said to her, to be honest, if you can't do the jumping, just do something else. You understand me? And I start putting her on different machines. And by say the end of the week, she said to me, "You know something, Mr. Peter, my thing gone enough.
Mhm.
My thing, my knee, she said the knee, the pain in the right knee went.
Mhm.
Then she said, both gone now.
Yes.
You know, it's just
The
about
poor knee, them never used to do nothing
Then-
more than bear weight
be
to
aware.
stand up.
Plus, as what you said, Dr. Asher, the food as well.
Yes,
the
and the
food,
diet.
I work
And a lot of the foods we're eating create inflammation in our body.
100%.
And inflammation is what causes us to feel so much pain. So I want you to think about, are you physically active? What is the total amount of time you're using to work out? And how often you engage? And I'm still waiting for an answer to the system that is used up mostly in exercise. And so we're going to play a little bit of music. We're going to give you a little chance to think about it. And then we're going to come right back to you. So you can put your questions, put your suggestions in the thing while we do that. And Patrick is saying, when it comes to the pork, him not call no name.
Patrick is persistent. So Patrick is persistent.
Lights up.
Don't judge me, cause you could be wrong. You don't know my story, you only know my songs. Every time you do something or say something to bring me down, I'll return stronger than before, stronger than before. I'll show you my heart is pure. Oh yes, better than before, better than before. I rise from the floor like you've never seen before. Been through too much now, and I can't see how your words gonna break me. I'm growing wiser, I'm a survivor, and nothing you do can shake me. I've been through the fire, left inside to burn. Somehow I return stronger than before, stronger than before. I'll show you my heart is pure. Oh yes, better than before. I rise from the floor like you've never seen before. Them a find finger, them a judge me, and feed them like some messed up. Before you tell all your lies on me, do I eternal check up? Yeah. Me now have no time for you. Do anything you want to. Just know that I'll return stronger than before. Stronger than before. I'll show you my heart is pure. Oh yes, better than before. I rise from the floor like you've never seen before. Oh yes, never seen before. Yeah, sticks and stones can break my bones, but your words can do no harm. They only make me stronger. My heart is pure. Oh yes, better than before. Oh, yes. I rise from the floor like you.
Yes. As we have been listening to Romain Virgo, we're going to get back into our exercise talk and our activity talk. But one of the things I wanted to remember that we need to say to persons, I want to big up my listeners that have joined afterwards. So after I did my welcome, we have Melcinda, our faithful Melcinda. She's with us this evening. And one of our new listeners, Miss Opal Davis. Good to have you back with us this evening. And Laveen, as usual, you are here with us. Blessings, my girl. It's good to have you. You know, Laveen, we have to go form one club, you know, for all of us of full-bodied women to work out. I don't join this fluffy thing. Me no fluffy. The fluffy pillar, they make me have and stuff. And when we they grow up, always fluffy and soft and whatever. Me none of the fluffy business. I like firmness. Yes. Thick and tense and firm and well-toned. That's like. And so also.
Victor, Uganda.
Okay, Victor from Uganda, thank you for joining us. Thank you. Tell your friends what's happening wonderful over here. And I guess you guys on Uganda maybe do more physical fitness than us. But, you know, you can drop us a link every now and then and tell us some of the things you guys do for working out. And so there's some of the things you can do for us this evening as well. Drop in the link some of the things you do for working out. And some of us do things that everybody don't do. Like one of the things I have been learning a lot is about doing your office exercise, sitting around your desk and making sure you still move. And even when I'm doing sessions now, I like to pause. Even if I go to people workshop, if them don't give a break, me take one. And after something, you get up, you walk for no good reason and come back and sit down. But it's a good reason that you want yourself to move. So there are 3 types of exercise that we didn't remember to tell the people. You have light, moderate, and vigorous. It is said that the moderate to the vigorous is the better way to modify the system and get the system working. But if it's a light one, you can start with, don't watch nobody. Do your light thing and move. Just make sure you're moving, right? And if you're watching the ones on the television or you're listening to Mr. Fitness on radio, and him gonna leave you up the hill and you still at the foot of the hill, just keep moving.
Keep moving.
Just keep moving, right? That's what we want you to do. Keep moving. So some of the benefits now, Mr. Fitness, of exercise. Let's look at some of them because we have plenty benefits.
Yes,
Plenty benefits. I know I have sex workers that I work with from HIV days. I still work with some of them. And they will tell me they work nice, so they sleep late. So they get up late. So some of them will get up maybe by 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. But when they get up, they make sure so they do the workout.
Yes.
Because they need the physical strength to be able to manage the job that they do during the night. And also it helps them to stay alert so they don't get sleepy and function because they work nights until maybe about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes some 4 or 5. And so therefore they need that energy, that strength. And they're telling me that working out helps, you know, miss.
Yes, of course, it has to, because it
Yes.
has to be more flexible. It's alert, and more flexible, and just to function. Well, it's all about wellness as well.
Yes.
Exercise is not really like an option; it's a necessity nowadays.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
And as you did hear
of
what
course.
the WHO says, 3.2 million persons each year is estimated to be losing their lives because of no activity.
Yeah.
A lot of us living this sedentary life, we get up, we go to work, and we sit around our desk all day. We drive back home. We use elevators instead of stairs.
Yes.
And we get back home, we barely have time to eat, and we go to bed. Or if we're not ready to sleep, we sit before the television and still doing some work before the television, and our body is
Just going
dying.
dormant. Body just take time and just go to sleep. The
Yes,
body just
that is what you
gradually-
call low metabolic rate.
Yeah.
The body now moves.
if you're not exercising and so forth, you're not pumping blood around the system. You're not moving away the waste away from the system. So you just become like stagnant.
Yes. So we're gonna give the person some idea now of what we call light
Exercise. Yes.
physical activity. Playing video game. You ever see some people play video game, sir?
Oh, yeah.
In their war?
Yeah. Well, I saw my 2 sons. You know, they play video game, and when they're playing games, like they're so engaged because their mind is engaged, and they have to be focusing as well, and they have to be able to move. Sometimes they're moving, and I'm wondering what's going on. And my son is saying he's playing with somebody from Atlanta or where, and he's that and so forth, and they're pretty much moving around, and their body moving, mind moving, eyes moving. You know, the anticipation, the anxiety, that still fires up the system as well.
And I'm getting to understand now by kind of listening, second-hand listening to the news reports now, that gaming, that's a video games, that's a gaming is going to become, it's now being recognized as a sport.
Okay.
It's now being recognized as a sport, and persons are even pushing for it to go to Olympics.
Okay.
So it is now being recognized as a sport that is, so that is something. So another form of light exercise is like what some of us like to do, stretching.
Of course.
We stretch.
Yes,
and so you say you're sitting at your desk and you will stretch.
Stretch, man.
But in the workplace, you have to be careful how you stretch. Look around, make sure there's no guests in the building.
Yeah.
when you're stretching out. Ladies, if you're stretching, make sure the arms are in good condition.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Don't bend down too much.
And
The wrong position.
if you're going to bend,
Yes.
make sure the outfit you have on
Yes.
don't show the promised land.
He kept on.
Right. You make sure you have the proper attire for what you're gonna
Of course,
do.
Just discretion.
Yes, most
Discretion,
men
and-
can stretch in the exercise, but most men have on shirt with
Yes,
sleeves, so
yes.
their armpits are covered
Mhm.
in the workplace, so that's not a challenge for them.
Yeah.
And even doing your housework is light exercise at home, washing, cooking. Sometimes I put the music on
Mhm.
when I have to clean the house,
Yeah.
and I sweep to the music, wipe
Yes,
out to
yes.
the music, and
Coordination,
all of
mind
that.
and body. Mind
Yes.
and body is functioning. Yeah.
Everything working together. So a little more you call it moderate now is like playing games. They have what a listing that I looked at said you're washing your car.
Yeah.
Is considered. Some persons play games, some persons play like netball, volleyball, football.
Yes.
Good form of exercise
Oh,
as
yes,
well.
of course. Yeah, because the mind
Yes.
and body.
And you have some men, if they don't get to go do no workout for the week, they become very antsy and miserable
Yeah.
and aggressive. Even if you tell them, so they say, "Oh no, I'm okay," but they're not really okay
Yes.
because they don't get to expend that energy,
energy.
and get the adrenaline going
Pumping,
and get
yes.
the endorphins into their system.
Yes.
And that's how they work. But you have some men who will go hiking and all of that. No, that is no aggressive, hard exercise, hard
Yes.
workout. You have people who, for a living, they hike, play game, play football,
Rock climbing.
and stuff.
that's all.
Rock
Yeah,
climbing.
yes.
These are some things that people do for a living.
Bungee jumping.
So, bungee jumping. And so they are always
one.
exercising.
Yes.
Me now,
Mhm.
not doing anything that I have to wonder if I'm going to make it through and call it fun. So I am not going to jump on the end of no rope.
Mm-mm. No, man.
How can I jump on the end of one rope and call it fun? And then you're going to bounce right back.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
What's-
Means me don't want them car house out a hard man for it. I'm not into
So
it.
you like it, Dr. Asher?
But if that gets your blood,
Yes.
your blood pumping and you're flowing,
Because
Go ahead.
It's like it releases certain endorphins and it let them feel
Mhm.
good, and especially the challenge and the anticipation and the goal and so for the rush and that adrenaline rush. A lot of people love that, you know. So exercise. I always say exercise as long as you're burning the fire up the body, the
Mhm.
organs are working, you're breathing. That means your diaphragms are open and closing, up and down, and so forth.
Mhm.
And the exercise as well. People, they have a different way. That there was a study that people exercising, you keep your mouth closed and use up your lungs.
Mm.
So you inhale and exhale through your nostrils.
Mhm.
You know, so you keep your mouth closed. That means because a lot of people are exercising and the diaphragm is not really expanding and contracting.
Okay.
So that's another
So school of thought.
realm. Yeah.
Because I normally learn to say you breathe in through your nose, but you
Yes.
can breathe out through your mouth.
Yes.
It's a new thing to look at. But funny enough, for me though,
Yeah.
I find it very hard
Yes.
to breathe out through my mouth when I'm exercising. I tend to keep my mouth closed.
Yes. Yeah.
I tend to
Keep more
keep
closed.
my mouth closed when I'm working out.
Try.
Yeah,
You see,
that's how I tend to
you
do it.
balance things,
Yeah.
and you see how it goes. And when you're
Yeah.
working out, you try when you're working out. Work. You see, one of the things why people fail in the workout as well, Dr. Asher, is because sometimes they look at the workout as being a chore. Oh God, I have to go work out.
Yeah.
20 minutes or 30 minutes. No, just look at it as being something that has to be done, and then try and enjoy the journey.
And the benefits
And
of
the
it.
benefits. Let's look at the benefits about wellness, longevity, all that sort of things.
So you know, so one of the things, I don't know if we covered it before. I think you covered it, but we want to emphasize it again. Is warming up the body for
yes.
exercise.
Yeah.
Warm up your body, stretch,
Yes.
get the body ready. As you did say, the body need notice.
Yes.
That something more is coming. So
Yes.
warm up is very important. Good. So your name Pete too?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Pauline Palmer says good night, Pete.
Oh, good night, Auntie. Good night, Auntie. Good night, Auntie Polly. Yeah, she's in the UK.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things you did speak of the lady who said that when she works out, she is not feeling so well.
Yes.
One of the things I always say, if someone feels bad after the exercise, do not stop exercising.
Just take it back.
Eat
a
a
bit.
fruit, walk a shorter distance.
Yes.
As you say, take it back a little and go forward again. Don't eat something bad,
No.
but eat something good.
Yes.
And also, if you're feeling pain, go check your doctor.
Yeah. Yes. Because
Do a
something-
checkout.
Yes.
Because you could have a heart condition.
Well, you see, one of the things, if you're going to embark on any exercise regime,
It is normal
it's always advised for you to get some
medical
medical advice, so you know exactly where you are.
Right.
You know, so forth.
And that is very, very important. You know, it's very important to not just plan for exercise. I'm going to start a man.
Yes.
And you go on the television or whatever, and you find the hardest workout that you
Yes.
think will give you the best results in the
Shortest
shortest
space of time.
time
Yeah.
and put your body into shock.
It's not worth it.
So your auntie says, see, I am not sleeping yet.
Yes, a great auntie, a great uncle for me, please.
So she stayed up to listen. Right. Awesome. Awesome. So one of the things I want to say to persons, there is no set exercise you must do
No.
unless, listen to me now, you
It's
go
coming.
to the chiropractor
Yeah.
and the chiropractor tell you need to do these sets of exercise every day to strengthen a particular part
Part
of
of-
your system
Yes.
that's not working. Say, for instance, you have a spine damage.
Yes.
So they might tell you this is how you have to work out for a while.
Yes.
So you're not going to do no heavy lifting
Yeah.
and all of that. Don't say you hear it here
Mhm.
that you can do anything you can manage.
Yeah.
Because you might feel that you can manage it and you can't, and it creates more damage, down the
yeah,
road.
problem down the
So
road.
when you
Put
get
out.
your advice from your medical practitioner, whomever they are,
Yes.
pay heed to that. And if you're going to a fitness specialist, going to Mr. Fitness,
Yes.
let them know
Yes.
what challenges you have.
Let me tell you something, Dr. Go on, talk. I
No,
want to say
no,
something.
go on. Me no
Yeah.
mind stop.
Yeah. A lady came to the gym the other day and
Mm-hmm.
she said she wants to lose some weight. I said to her, tell us exactly what you want. She said, I want to lose some weight and I said, is there an event or you're planning a wedding or something you're planning for? She said, it's just about wellness. I said, all right, great, that's good. Then we started put her on a treadmill and she was on the treadmill and she was walking. But I realized that she was walking, then I elevated the treadmill a bit and she was walking the treadmill and I took up the speed as well. And she said, but I said to her before, have you been to any gym before? She said, oh, not really. So I said, all right, I'll walk you through the machines and tell you exactly what does what and so forth. Then later on, she said, I forgot to tell you that I had an operation a couple months ago. I said to her, how do you feel? I mean, are you healed? I mean, how, does doing normal things around the place and so forth affects you? She said, no. Then what I did, I just bear that in mind when I was setting up a workout plan for her. People need to sort of let us know, what's going on. That means we can work around it.
Yes. Because if I'm walking into a gym now, I'm walking with my MRI results. That
Yes.
shows you the damages that happened to my spine.
Yes.
Because my spine has been severely damaged
Yes.
from more than one incident. The upper spine was damaged by a gunman held me up, he used a baton to
Oh, sorry
beat
to hear
me
that.
in the upper spine
Ooh.
and my head. So at the time, the doctors paid attention to what was happening in the head and there's a blood clot on my brain. So they pay attention to that. No one paid much attention to the back and the neck, even though I had severe swelling.
Swelling.
But the swelling went down nicely by itself. So it's later on when I started to have problems, they realized that I had damaged the spine
Yes.
in that area. Then 2 car accidents later,
Mm.
I have more damage to my
So you're
spine.
lucky to be here then.
I'm blessed
Grateful.
to be here.
Yes, of course.
So they tell me about this seed that is damaged along my spinal column. And so there was a time, the machine I have at home, the fitting machine that I have is one I just stand on.
Epileptic.
Yeah, that's one. That's what I have. And then the doctor told me that's not the best one for me because of the damages to my spine. My body might feel like it can manage it, but it is not doing me a lot of good to work out on that. So I still use it every now and then. You hear me on my disobedient every now and then. But if I would normally do 15 minutes if I go to the gym on the bicycle, I do 5 on that. And I mostly do it that I can speed up my heart and get the body pumping. And after I warm up, after I warm up, I'll do that, and then after that, I come up and do some floor things. I do little things on my own.
But Dr. Asha, I mean, how long was this injury, and have you been assessed after? Because the body have a way of healing itself.
I know my body is healing. I know my body is healing in the name of the Lord and everything like that. And why I know I am healing is that I was prognosed to have pain for the rest of my life.
Yes.
But I am not having pains for the rest of my life. The left side to here still have some tightness and stuff. But generally speaking, things I can do for myself now I couldn't do before.
So your body's
so my body is healing. The only challenge is I ain't doing no more MRI. So I ain't gonna find out what's going. Well, by God's grace, I'm not doing anymore. That thing is rough. I don't like that machine, man. I am claustrophobic. I don't like being locked up in that thing. No. So I remember I do it in Montego Bay and I'm locked up in this coffin. And so they have the open one in Kingston. So I went to do the open one in Kingston. It was no better as far as I'm concerned because the most important part that you don't want to be locked up is your head.
Yes.
And it is still locked up. The place I went into in Kingston as well, the experience was poor. The person who administered I could tell you all about them business and everything. So she was busy chatting. She and this girl talking about their business. No business, no support on me. I remember when they gave me this thing to press, and I pressed it, and when she came, I said, "Take me out." And she said, "No, you need someone." I said, "Take me out. It's my money."
Exactly.
And she said, okay, I'll just talk with you for you to go through and just finish. You're almost finished, but we're gonna have to start over a little section because you moved. And so when I did it in Montego Bay, I was locked up in this thing. It was extremely uncomfortable. But this lady the person who sat in that room with me, she made because like something in that thing, she made the time go through. She check up on you every now and then. Sometimes she click the thing and say, click that, let me know you're okay and all of that. And so you had that company walking with you.
Of course.
It was not as hard. So even though it might be a little bit more comfortable in Kingston, I think if I'm going to do it again, I'd have to do it in Montego Bay because of the bedside manners. And that is one of the things, bedside manners. So even when you go to the gym, because that's what I'm going to get to as well, when you go to the gym, the bedside manners you experience at the gym, and that is by the persons who are running the gym and how they treat you, makes a lot of difference.
So important.
Makes a lot of difference. I remember I went to a gym once, and it never happened to me, but this lady came in and she wasn't sure of what she wanted to do. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I just tell myself what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell the gentleman what I'm going to do. And he did help me out and stuff. But she walked into the gym. She wasn't sure what she wanted to do. And the gentleman who was working with her, a different person than the one that was working with me, first the lady spoke with her, admitted her and everything. And then she was walking around looking on the machines like, I don't know if I want to not, that kind of attitude. And
I get it all the time.
Yeah, a gentleman walked over to her and I said, "So what you come about?" And she said, "No must be exercise." Should I say like a dumb question?
His approach was inappropriate anyway.
And then he was saying to her, "Lord, you're fatty."
Oh, no, we don't.
Not do that one.
Not at H&J Fitness Life Limited.
Because she was saying she wanted to start on the bicycle.
Yes.
I said, "Lord, you're fatty. Go on the treadmill. Do the treadmill." And he was acting, and he was there, and I felt it for that lady, And then she looked around and she realized if a number of persons started to look at her, she walked right out of the gym.
Probably she never went back.
And then the lady was calling her back saying, "Miss, you pay your money already." And she never looked back.
No.
She walked out. And I prayed. I said,
She
I
was
hope she
humiliated. She
went
was
somewhere
humiliated.
else.
She was hurt. She was embarrassed. You know, all
Yes.
that sort of thing. So whatever she went inside that gym with
To
was
do-
stripped away.
Yes, the little bit that she had left, because she walked into the gym with the little bit she had left.
Yes. And that guy, no.
And he took the little bit from her.
I think he did it deliberately as well.
Try to embarrass
Just
her
try to embarrass her because
of
he had-
how she
because he had the
responded.
opportunity.
Yeah, because she said no must for exercise. And so one of the things we want to say to persons, when you are in a position like that, you make or break
Yes.
a person.
Yes.
You make or break the person,
We
right?
don't do that at H&J. No, no, we don't do
I
that.
promise I'm going to come visit H&J.
Yes,
You know
yes.
why I'm in a reach yet? Julia too busy.
No, but a lot of people walking. There's a lady, I won't call her names just to protect her,
Yeah,
personally. But she walked into the gym and she said, she came in and inquired at the reception, and one of the receptionists told her about the prices and so forth. And I came downstairs because I was upstairs working out with somebody. I said, "Madam, how you doing?" She goes, "Me all right, you know."
Mhm.
So I said, "All right." And the young lady said to her, "Would you like to pay a day pass or so forth?" We just talked to her and so forth. She said she want to look around. I said, "All right, madam, come with me." And I explained to her, I showed her the bathroom, toilets, and so forth. She tell her that the gym is on 2 different levels, and said, she goes, "No, mama, she upstairs." I said, "Yes, madam. I purposely built it like that to separate the heavyweights from the cardio section because a lot of ladies, when they go to the gym, they don't necessarily want to be around the grunting and the swear.
Yeah.
Not really swearing, but sometimes men kind of
Carry on.
testosterone
Yeah.
is fired up and they boom, drop this and so forth. And I brought her upstairs and I said to her, "Tell you what, madam, to be honest, just do a day pass." And I said to her, "We're going to start you off on this Cybex, which is a friendly machine." She goes, "Okay then." And I made her feel comfortable. And I said to her, "You can put if you want, you can bring your belongings downstairs and so forth." And she said, "No, me all right, thanks." And she was on the epileptic machine, and she was there on the Cybex. I said, "All right, madam, I'm going to give you 20 minutes on that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to talk you through things and go through the machines." I said, "Okay." And she was on the machine, and I said, "All right then." When we reached 10 minutes, I came back and I checked. I said, how you feeling?" She goes, "I'm in love with I love that one, yeah." I said, "Okay, madam, great." I said,
Yes.
and I'm talking to her because sometimes some people come to the gym and they're happy to communicate and interact with you. Some people come to the gym just want to be left alone and do their workout. But it's your duty to sort of make sure they're okay
And they're comfortable.
and comfortable. You understand
Yeah.
me and so forth. I said, "Madam, would you like this? Would you like that?" So where's your bag? Where's your towel and so forth? I see you dripping now. She goes, "Oh, my bag over there. So you mind it?" So I brought her back to her. She goes, "Oh, you're so nice."
Yes.
You understand me? All that little thing.
Yes.
And when she finished, and I sort of spoke to her finally, she went down. She said, she's not paying for the day again. She's gonna pay for the month.
It's
So we sold the service.
It's the service that makes a difference, the way you serve her. So before we close off, we want to make sure, remind you, exercise is good for proper blood circulation, straightening of the bone and muscles, treatment of diseases. It lowers blood sugar and blood pressure. And guess what? The bad cholesterol. It helps to lower that as well.
The demon.
Yes. And you should try to exercise every single day,
Yes.
but at least 3 to 4 times.
At 3 to
for the
4
week.
times because some people have busy lifestyles and so forth, and some people find exercises every day would be too much of a commitment.
Yes.
Oh God, 7 days I'll get no break from this. So you break it in. We always say break it in 3 days a week, and if you can add more to it, so don't take any days from it, but add more days to it. You start from 3 days, they go 4 days, 5 days. But I always say take a rest day.
Yes.
Take a rest day. Where the body just get to deload.
Yes. So we're going to give you a few minutes now to talk about anything you want to talk about at your gym, what's happening, and this is your moment.
Okay, thank you ever so much. Yes, as I said, H&J Fitness for Life, I always say to people when they come to our gym, I said the building might belongs to me and the equipment, but the gym is for the people, everybody that used the gym. And we always said when you come to the gym, come with the intention of working out.
Right.
Don't spend your money and come to gym because we have free Wi-Fi on the premises. Sometimes people come to gym, they get carried away and so forth. And I always say, listen, you know, your body's warm, is cooling down. You don't want to do that. So we have some classes running now. We have classes on Mondays and Wednesdays. At 6:30 a.m. we do like kickboxing, cycling, spinning. We do stretches, we do body sculpts and so forth on those particular days. The Monday is starting off the week. You know, on the rest of the like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, you know, we have some great trainers. We have the guy called Dickie. He's been in the business a long time. He works at the gym. He's just passionate. And Joe and so forth. They come through and they train people and they let people feel comfortable as well. You know, and it's a family gym.
Yes.
So somebody walking who's 300 pounds, you don't have to feel anyway intimidated. Or you walk in, you're 90 pounds.
Oh.
You know, you understand me? The gym is for everybody, and we try to keep the price a one tier. We don't have no platinum and that. The one you pay your money, you use the facility, you know, so forth. And we have, like I said, we have the heavyweights downstairs, the cardio upstairs, and you just come in and do your work. You come in as a group, and we try to encourage people now to bring their parents, because what we find that when you stop working out, is that when the muscles start to waste away.
Atrophy, yes.
You know, and people need to keep active right up until the last day.
Yes.
Do something, go to the gym or work out at home, you know, keep your mind functioning, the body functioning, longevity, wellness, and so forth. So we always encourage that. So we're trying to put together a package for especially people that just had like a stroke or so forth. You know, mobility is restricted. So we're trying to put together a package now where you come in and you work out, especially off peak when the gym is not too full and there's not crowd and so forth.
Right.
So, you know, H&J is moving forward, and we're putting in some classes. We're putting some new machines the other day, and our solar is working 100% now. So when light gone, we have power.
All right.
You understand? Because our intention was always to keep our prices to the minimal, because it's about wellness. It's not about, of course, we need to keep the business going. It's got to be viable. It's got to look after itself. But at the same time, the driving force behind it's not about profit. It's about wellness. Like I said to a lady, and I said, and put on my Facebook page, if you cut me in two, you see fitness coming out at you. You understand? And that's our motto. Fitness, that's what we call it. H&J, H for Herbert and J for Juliet. H&J Fitness for Life, because we're about life, wellness, you know, so forth. We're going to try selling like, we're trying to see if we can put together a juice bar as well.
Okay.
So we're getting all that together. But the other day was about getting, because JPS can't do JPS. You know, the gym will be functioning, going nice and everything. The gym packed with people, upstairs, downstairs, boom, no light. You understand me? And we have to look around and like gone for hours or whatever. So I specifically made sure I got my solar back up and running again. Broke is a shame, but at the same time, it was necessary.
Yes.
You know, and
invest in the
business, and it's going good. It's going good, and we have some awesome people coming through. So we're ready for the man that was sweep the street, and we're ready for the doctor, the lawyer, the nurse. Well, we have wide spectrum people coming. We have lawyers, we have judge, we have police, and so forth. So we're good. You know, come to H&J Fitness, man.
Yes. So there you're here. Come to H&J. Good evening, Miss Maureen Anderson. Thanks for joining us. She's saying hi to my guest as well. So hi, big up. Auntie Pauline said, big up.
Thank you. Auntie Pauline always supports us long from day one, man.
Big up.
Lady full of energy, man.
Yes, so we want you to remember now, your physical wellness will determine your holistic wellness.
Of course, goes together.
It goes together. You can't have complete physical wellness without everything else not working right.
Yes.
You will see all your systems working together. No one answered my question, but I want to tell you, if your skeletal system is not working, so if the skeleton now work, you're in problem. But I'm going to say to you today, if you have physical challenges with your limbs, it don't stop you from working out.
Do something.
You can still do something. And if you need help and guidance in what you can do, go to H&J Fitness. And they will help you.
And so forth, you know?
And they will help you to sort yourself out. Find them on Facebook.
Yes.
Find Mr. Fitness for Life on Facebook.
Yes.
6:30 every morning on Fit FM 96.7. Listen to me. When he starts on Fit in the mornings,
Yes.
and he gets into things, remember me tell you, you have to follow and you feel the benefits.
Yes, of course.
Give us a location again.
Our location is where the Scarlet Hall, which is 4 miles out of Falmouth, heading towards Greenwood. Then you're going to pass Saltmarsh, you're going to pass Comfort Hall, then you'll see the sign called put when you signed the other day.
Okay.
And you turn in on your left, you come into the street, we're about 100 meters in, 150 meters in, I should say. You see the building. And our opening time is 6 a.m., Mondays to Fridays, and we close at 8 p.m. And on Saturdays and Sundays, we open from 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. You know, and you just give us a ring, come and see us. Yes, please.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So there you have it. This evening we were talking about physical movements, physical activity, physical exercising, not just mental exercise, no, but physical exercise, moving.
Yes.
And you know, Jamaica is all about moving. Oh, and I forgot I had on my shirt.
Yes.
That's a free shirt to make it from government. Talk about we must move, right?
Yes.
So I had my shirt and I had entered the competition, but we didn't get a good workout in here in Trelawney. I eventually dropped out because it was too hard to get to where we're going to work out and everything. And getting to Montego Bay every time wasn't working.
Come to H&J,
You see,
man.
the next time when we enter, I'm going to make sure H&J become my coach.
Of course,
So therefore,
we have to-
I'm going to win some prizes, right? But even our government saw the importance of wellness and movement to health.
Yes.
And so they had add wellness to their name and activity to their game.
Yes.
Let's start doing the same
Of
thing.
course.
It's Goodbye from Healing Moments on Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music. I am your host, Dr. Asha Mwendo, with my wonderful guest this evening, Mr. Fitness. See you next week for another awesome program. Love you.
Stay blessed.
Stay blessed.